If it is there in the form of x squared minus 1, what is the substitution I have to take? Tan theta in terms of sine and cos is sine theta by cos theta. Therefore, substituting that, if it is in terms of theta, you can write it as 1 minus cos theta is the same formula. But in terms of x, be careful in that. You have to bring it in terms of the x only. What is 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan squared theta? It is sine 2 theta. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics Faculty, Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in this session, we are going to learn the problems based on the inverse trigonometric function formulas. The last session, I have already given the formulas. So how we are going to represent when there is a form of sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1 as 1 minus x squared or x squared minus 1, x squared plus 1 like that. So what is the substitution? You need to take it, isn't it? So in this session, we are going to use those substitutions to solve the problems or to bring it to the simplest form. So here we'll be moving on to problem solving. So the first problem I have taken here, prove that 3 sine inverse x is equals to sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube for all x belongs to minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 closed interval. Okay, so here I am going to take the substitution method and then I am going to take the right hand side, then proving the left hand side. So here the right hand side is nothing but what? Right hand side, given it as sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube, isn't it? Now here you can observe it is nothing but sine 3 theta form. What is sine 3 theta? Here I am going to write the formula. Sine 3 theta is nothing but, see, I am going to write down the formula here. Sine 3 theta is nothing but 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Okay, so you can observe, dear students, here if I am going to have the form of, see, 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. So what x replaces there? X will be replacing sine theta. So I am going to substitute here, put x is equals to sine theta. Okay, so therefore theta will become what? Theta, it will become sine inverse x, right? So therefore I am going to substitute accordingly here. What is the substitution? So I can substitute here as sine inverse of, which implies sine inverse of 3 sine theta minus 4 sine theta whole cube. Sine theta whole cube is sine cube theta. Okay, as sine theta whole power n is sine power n theta. Okay, here I can write it as sine theta whole cube is sine cube theta. Got? So which implies that, so I can write it sine inverse of, you can see formula what I have written, 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta can be written as sine 3 theta. Therefore, I am going to replace here as sine 3 theta. So sine inverse sine will go, you are going to remain with 3 theta. Correct now? But what is theta? I have written here sine inverse x by taking sine to that side. So what it will become? Which implies that 3 sine inverse x. Correct now? Which is nothing but the left hand side. Okay? This is a proof you are going to have. This will be asked for 3 marker. Got? So we'll move on to the next property or the next question. So prove that 3 cos inverse x is equal to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x for all x belongs to closed interval. You can look at it. 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So therefore, I can write cos 3 theta formula. What is cos 3 theta? Cos 3 theta is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta, isn't it? This is a formula. Therefore, what is the substitution I need to take? Substitution is nothing but cos theta for x. Therefore, I can take the right hand side and then make a substitution x is equals to cos theta. So, therefore, right hand side I am going to take it as, which is nothing but cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. Now, I am going to do the substitution. What is the substitution I am going to do? Substitution as put x is equals to cos theta. Dear students, what is theta will be? Theta will be cos inverse x, isn't it? So, last I am going to use this one, right? So, therefore, you can have it as the right hand side, the substitution by x is equal to cos theta, which implies cos inverse of 4 cos theta whole cube is cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So, which will be, what is that? Cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta can be written as what? Cos 3 theta. Therefore, I am going to substitute here cos 3 theta. Cos inverse cos will go, so remaining will be 3 theta. Implies that 3 theta. Correct now? So, therefore, which implies 3 theta is nothing but cos inverse x, which is nothing but here left hand side. Correct now? So, understood this proof? Fine. We'll move on to the next question. So, next question is nothing but, see, cot inverse of what I have given. Write the following functions in the simplest form. This will be asked for 3 marker. Okay. Write the following in the simplest form. So, here I have taken what? Many problems, so that I have given following. They will be given the question like this. Write the cot inverse or bring the cot inverse 1 divided by root of x squared minus 1 into the simplest form. Okay. So, here by giving it to the how to bring it to the simplest form, just know. I already told you, if it is there in the form of x squared minus 1, what is the substitution I have to take? You know, formula is nothing but here I am going to write the formula as, see here, 1 plus tan squared theta is equal to secant squared theta. Correct na? Or I can write it as secant squared theta minus 1 is nothing but tan squared theta. Observe, dear students, here it is in the form of x squared minus 1. So, x replaces here secant. Or you can substitute as, what you can substitute? You know already 1 plus cot squared theta is nothing but cosecant squared theta. Otherwise, cosecant squared theta minus 1 is equal to cot squared theta. So, therefore, either I can substitute x equal to secant or x is equals to cosecant. Here I am going to substitute x is equals to what? The secant. Okay. So, therefore, put x is equals to secant theta. Secant theta. So, by putting x is equals to secant theta, what this will become? So, cot inverse of 1 divided by square root of x squared. It is nothing but secant squared theta. Secant squared theta minus 1. Correct na? Which can be written as cot inverse of 1 divided by secant squared theta minus 1. What it is? It is tan squared theta. Therefore, I am going to substitute here root under tan squared theta. Now, square and square root will go. You are going to remain with what? So, which implies, sorry, you have to write which implies or the solution. Okay. So, which implies cot inverse of 1 divided by root will go. You are going to remain with tan theta. Right. So, which implies that, see, you know already what is 1 by tan theta. It is cot theta. Correct na? So, therefore, cot inverse will go. You are going to remain with the value. It is nothing but theta. Now, what is theta? You have to tell me. Theta can be written as secant inverse x. So I am going to write that one. So here I can write it as theta will be is equal to secant inverse x. This substitution I am going to do. So therefore I can have the answer here as theta is nothing but secant inverse x. Okay, secant inverse x. So this will be the answer for your cot inverse of 1 divided by root of x squared minus 1 such that x greater than 1. So this is a simplest form you are going to have it as. Any doubt in this? Fine. So depending on what, you are going to depend on this x squared minus 1. So that I have taken these two. These two only you are going to get the formula x squared minus 1. You can try by substituting x is equal to cosecant theta. Are you getting this one? Other answer will not come. The same answer you are going to get it as secant inverse x only you are going to get. The answer will be unique for this one. Okay. So we'll be moving on to the next question. What they have asked, write the following in the simplest form. Tan inverse of 1 plus x squared minus 1 divided by x. Isn't it? The same formula. What is that? 1 plus x squared is equal to secant squared theta. 1 plus x squared. Correct na? So I can substitute either tan or I can substitute cot. Isn't it? So therefore by moving on to that, what I can have here, I am going to write the formula. What is that? 1 plus tan squared theta is equal to secant squared theta. 1 plus cot squared theta is equal to cosecant squared theta. So 1 plus x squared, x I can substitute tan. 1 plus cot squared or x I can substitute cot. Therefore 1 plus x squared, substituting x as tan or cot. Okay. So I am going to substitute here tan. So put x is equals to, what is that? You are going to have it as tan theta. Okay. I am going to take here tan theta. So therefore, what theta will become? Theta will be tan inverse x. Isn't it? Theta will be tan inverse x. So therefore, I can substitute tan inverse of, which implies tan inverse of under root 1 plus you are going to have it as, what is that? 1 plus tan squared theta. Correct na? Tan squared theta minus 1. Be careful, minus 1 is outside the square root. Divided by x is nothing but tan theta. Got it? So next we'll be moving on to the step tan inverse of, see, root under 1 plus tan squared theta is, 1 plus tan squared theta is secant squared theta. Substitute that. Under root secant squared theta minus 1 divided by tan theta. Right? So therefore, under root secant squared theta, root will go. You are going to remain with tan inverse of secant theta minus 1 divided by tan theta. Is that the simplest form? No. Still we can simplify. What? Tan theta can be written as, what is tan theta? Tan theta I can write it as, here I am going to write it, tan theta can be written as sine theta divided by cos theta. Similarly, secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta. Correct na? 1 over cos is secant, right? Tan theta in terms of sine and cos is sine theta by cos theta. Therefore, substituting that, I can have, what is that? Tan inverse of, I am going to write it here, tan inverse of secant theta is 1 by cos theta minus 1 divided by sine theta divided by cos theta. Correct na? Here cos theta is the LCM. So therefore, by taking the LCM, I can have, what is that? Tan inverse of cos theta into 1 is cos theta. 1 minus cos theta divided by cos theta whole over sine theta divided by cos theta. Correct? Now what happens? Cos theta will go. You are going to remain with the answer as what? Tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta divided by sin theta. Correct? Is that the simplest form? No. So next we'll be moving on to what? The substitution again. What is 1 minus cos theta and this sin theta? This tan inverse must go. Okay? Then only you are going to bring to the simplest form. Are you getting this one? Now 1 minus cos theta can be written as the other formula. I am going to take it here. Remember dear student, this is very important. You are going to have it as, see, you are going to have 1 minus cos theta is nothing but 2 sin squared theta by 2. Okay, this you have to remember. Similarly, 1 plus cos theta is nothing but 2 cos squared theta by 2. Okay, similarly, sin theta can also be written as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Okay, this you have to remember. Are you getting? This is according to sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta into cos theta. Therefore, 2 will be divided to the angle itself. 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Okay, this is I have taken from the form of cos 2 theta. Are you getting this? So therefore, substituting accordingly, what I am going to get? 1 minus cos theta as tan inverse of 2 sin squared theta by 2 divided by 2 sin theta by 2, 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. 2 will get cancelled. 1 sin squared theta by 2. Here denominator 1 theta by 2 will get cancelled. You are going to remain with. So therefore you are going to remain with what? That is tan inverse of, implies tan inverse of, what is that? You are going to have it as sin theta by 2. 1 sin theta by 2 is remaining, divided by denominator cos theta by 2 is remaining. So therefore sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 is tan theta by 2. So tan inverse of tan theta by 2. Now tan inverse, tan will go. You are going to remain with the answer theta by 2. Now what is theta? Theta is nothing but tan inverse x. So tan inverse x divided by 2. That is your simplest form. Any doubt do you have? So the formula you need to remember. All the formulas I have written here, whichever I made the substitution. Are you getting this one? Fine. So next we'll be moving on to the problem or the simplest form to bring this problem. What is that? They have given 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x under the root. The outside the function is tan inverse. So therefore, you know already the substitution. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos squared theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin squared theta by 2. Therefore, I am going to make a substitution as it is. If you want, I can write the formula here. What is that? I am going to write down the formula. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos squared theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin squared theta by 2. Remember dear student, don't write like this. Sin theta by 2. No, this is wrong. Okay. You have to write theta by 2 is an angle. Remember. Okay. It is an angle. Got? So next we'll be moving on to what? So substitution. Therefore, you are going to have it as tan inverse of, which implies tan inverse of under root 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin squared theta by 2 divided by 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos squared theta by 2. Correct? So therefore, which implies tan inverse of under root 2 will get cancelled. Sin squared theta by 2 divided by cos squared theta by 2 is tan squared theta by 2. Tan squared theta by 2. Correct? Now under root will cancel. Therefore, you are going to remain with tan inverse of, what is that? This cannot be written like this. This is not equal to this. I am writing here. So here what is that? Tan inverse of under root will go. You are going to remain with tan theta by 2. So therefore tan inverse tan will go. You are going to remain with the answer theta by 2. Right? So theta is nothing but, what is theta? Theta can be written as what? You are going to write it as, that is that we have not made any substitution. Oh, sorry, here it should be in terms of what? X, right? Here I have taken it as it should be in terms of X. I'm going to erase this one because they have given in terms of X. So that X, I have taken it as, okay, then you are going to have it as what? 1 minus cos x as 2 sine squared x by 2. That's it, okay? So you are going to have, instead of 1 minus cos theta if it is given, sine squared theta by 2 as it is. 1 minus cos x is 2 sine squared x by 2. And 1 plus cos x is 2 cos squared x by 2, isn't it? This will become tan squared x by 2, okay? So therefore you are going to have root will get cancelled, tan inverse of tan x by 2. The answer will be x by 2, okay? This is your answer. Any doubt do you have in this? If it is in terms of theta, you can write it as 1 minus cos theta is the same formula. But in terms of x, be careful in that. You have to bring it in terms of the x only. Are you getting this one? So x by 2 is your answer for this question. Got? This is the simplest form. We'll be moving on to the next question. Write the following function in the simplest form. Tan inverse of x divided by under root a squared minus x squared. If it is in the form of, last session only I told you, if it is in the form of 1 minus x squared. What is 1 minus x squared? Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta. So therefore I can have it in the form of, what is that? I'm going to write the formula here. Sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Either you can write it as 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to cos squared theta, or I can write it as 1 minus cos squared theta is sine squared theta. Correct? Instead of 1, I have taken it as what here they have given? A squared. So therefore you can substitute a squared minus sine squared theta is equal to cos squared. That is a squared minus cos squared theta. Therefore substitution for a squared minus x squared. A squared if it is in the form of a squared minus x squared means you are going to substitute, put x is equal to a sine theta, or you can take it as x is equal to, right? Anything you can take it. So here I am going to write it as substitute x is equals to a sine theta. You can try for a cos theta also. You will be getting the same answer. So therefore I am going to take here the same question, whatever they have given it as. So substitute, put x is equals to a sine theta. Okay, if I am going to put x equal to a sine theta, what is sine theta will be? Sine theta will be equal to, a will come to the denominator, x by a, or what is theta will be equal to? Theta will be equal to, sine will move on to that side, that is sine inverse of x by a. Okay, this is a substitution at last you are going to do. Theta is equal to sine inverse of x by a. So what happens here? I can take down this tan inverse of, what is that? X can be written as a sine theta divided by under root a squared minus x squared is what? A sine theta whole squared. A sine theta whole squared means a squared sine theta whole squared is sine squared theta. Correct na? Sine squared theta. Understood this one? So next we'll be moving on to the step. What is that? Which implies tan inverse of a sine theta divided by under root. You can take a squared common, correct? A squared into 1 minus, what is remaining? Sine squared theta. Correct? If you bring under root outside a squared, under root a squared will be a itself. So therefore I can have next step as tan inverse of a sine theta divided by under root a squared is a, under root remaining is 1 minus sine squared theta. Correct? So therefore which implies tan inverse of a sin theta divided by a under root 1 minus sin squared theta is cos squared theta. Therefore, root cos squared theta. Now, you are going to get root will get cancelled. You are going to remain with, what is that? Tan inverse of a sin theta divided by a under root will go means cos theta. Correct? So, a will get cancelled. You are going to remain with what? So, which implies tan inverse of sin theta by cos theta. What is sin theta by cos theta? Tan theta. Now, tan inverse will go. You are going to remain with what? Theta. But what is theta? Sin inverse of x by a. That is your simplest form. Okay. Any doubt do you have in this? So, see the substitution, what I have taken. Accordingly, I have written the formulas. Understood this one? We'll move on to the next, which is in the form of tan inverse 3a squared x minus x cube. A cube minus divided by a cube minus 3ax squared for all a greater than 0. And x will be under in between minus a by root 3 to plus a by root 3. Now, if you see here, it can be like 3a squared, where you are going to get 3 and the 3x squared denominator. You are going to get 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan squared theta. Isn't it? That is what you are going to get the answer. So, therefore, here I am going to substitute x is equals to tan theta. So, by substituting x is equals to tan theta, put x is equal to tan theta. Okay, if it is x is equal to tan theta, is I am going to get common? No, here a squared is present. So, therefore, I am going to take it as put x is equal to a tan theta. Understood? Therefore, if it is x is equals to a tan theta. So, what is theta will be is equal to? Tan theta can be written as x by a, or theta will be is equals to tan inverse of x by a. So, you are going to have tan inverse of, what is that? Tan inverse of 3a squared into a tan theta minus a tan theta cube means tan cube theta divided by a cube, that is as it is, minus 3a into a squared tan squared theta. Correct? Tan squared theta. So, therefore, you are going to have it as here tan inverse of 3a cube tan theta minus a cube tan cube theta divided by, you are going to have it as a cube minus a into a squared is a cube, 3a cube tan squared theta. Right? So, therefore, you are going to take common factor, what it is, a cube from the numerator. So, I can take a cube from the denominator also. Tan inverse of a cube into 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by a cube, I can take here also common, 1 minus 3 tan squared theta. Correct? So, you are going to have a cube and a cube will get cancelled. You are going to remain with tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan squared theta, which is nothing but what? Tan 3 theta. Correct na? So, which will be tan inverse of tan 3 theta. Tan inverse tan will go. You are going to remain with what? You are going to remain with, here I am going to write it, tan inverse tan will go. So, you are going to remain with 3 theta, which implies 3 theta. But what is theta? Theta is nothing but tan inverse x by a. That is your answer. Any doubt do you have? Okay, we'll move on to next question. Find the values of each of the following such that given sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equals to 1. So here what I'm going to do, this sine I am going to bring it to that side. What it will become? Sine inverse. So therefore implies sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1. Correct, na? Brings this sine to that side. That's it. So therefore you are going to have it as sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x. What is sine inverse 1? You can write it as 1 as sine pi by 2. What is sine pi by 2 value? Sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. Therefore, I can have it as here. What is that? Sine inverse of 1. I can write it as sine pi by 2. Correct? Isn't it? Therefore, I can write it as the right hand side, left hand side as it is. I am writing cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse. Sine will go. You are going to remain with pi by 2. Correct, na? So next we'll be moving on to what? I am going to keep this sine inverse 1 by 5 in the left hand side. Then I am going to take this cos inverse to the right hand side. So what happens? Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. Correct? Now you know already, dear students, we have proved the property. We have proved the property sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to what? Pi by 2. Therefore, what is pi by 2? Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. Bring this side. What it will become? Sine inverse x. That's it. Substituting this, pi by 2 minus cos inverse x as sine inverse x. Therefore, I can write it here, which implies sine inverse 1 by 5 is equal to sine inverse x. Right? So here I can write it as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x as sine inverse x. Right? Either you can bring this sine inverse to that side or sine inverse to this side. What it will become? 1 by, or taking sine on both the side. Taking sine on both the side, what it will become? Sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 is equal to sine of sine inverse x. You know already this is a property 1. Sine inverse of x can be written as here x 1 by 5. Here sine of sine inverse x, sine inverse will go. It is x. Or you can write it as x value is nothing but 1 by 5. This is, they have asked you to find out, right? Find the value of x. X is equals to 1 by 5. Here I use the property as well as the value of sine pi by 2, substituting here. Got? We'll be moving on to the next problem. Find the value of each of the following. So tan inverse of 2 cos 2 sine inverse 1 by 2. So let me substitute here. What is 1 by 2? Since you are having sine inverse, what should be 1 by 2? It should be in the form of sine only, because sine inverse will go. So therefore 1 by 2, how you are going to write it in sine? Sine pi by 6, sine 30 degree. Correct now? So I am going to write it here. Sine pi by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. Substituting here, what you are going to get? Which implies tan inverse of 2 cos 2 sine inverse of 1 by 2 can be written as sine pi by 6. So therefore, you are going to have it as, which implies tan inverse of 2 cos 2 sine inverse, sine will go. You are going to remain with pi by 6. Correct? So 2 1s are 2 3s are. So therefore you are going to have tan inverse of 2 cos pi by 3. What is cos pi by 3? I know it is 1 by 2. Correct na? So it is nothing but cos pi by 3. You know that? 1 by 2, which is 60 degree. Cos 60 degree. So therefore I am going to substitute that. So tan inverse of tan inverse of 2. Cos pi by 3 value is 1 by 2. Therefore, here I am going to write it. Cos pi by 3 is also 1 by 2. So, therefore, here 2 will go. You are going to remain with tan inverse 1. Correct? Now, 1 can be written as what? Tan pi by 4. Tan 45 degree. Correct? Tan pi by 4, which is 1. Therefore, I am going to substitute that. Tan inverse. Why I am writing so? Because I can cancel tan and tan inverse. Tan pi by 4. So, therefore, tan inverse will go. You are going to remain with answer as pi by 4. This is your answer for what is that? The value or value of the given problem. Okay. Next, we'll be moving on to what? Find the value of each of the following. So, here tan 1 by 2 into sine inverse of 2x plus 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x squared plus cos inverse of 1 minus y squared divided by 1 plus y squared. Here, student, if you observe, what is 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan squared theta? It is sine 2 theta. So, that formula I am going to write it as sine 2 theta is nothing but you can have it as 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan squared theta. If you observe, dear student, this also 1 minus tan squared, what is cos 2 theta in terms of tan? Cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan squared theta divided by 1 plus tan squared theta. Yes, therefore, what is the substitution I can take? Here they have given in terms of x, here they have given in terms of y. So, therefore, I am going to take x is equals to tan alpha and y is equal to tan beta. Different variable, different substitution. That's it. Therefore, I can have it as here. What is that? Implies, I can write it as implies. I am going to take the inner bracket sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x squared. Okay. And then here I am going to take it as cos inverse of 1 minus y squared divided by 1 plus y squared. Otherwise, let me make the substitution directly so that you will come to know what is that substitution instead of doing each. So, let me take that one. What is that? You are going to have it as, I am going to write it here directly. What is that? So, here I am going to have it as put x equal to tan alpha and y is equal to tan beta. That's it. Okay, different variable. The substitution will be different variable of tan. So, here I am going to take it as, which implies tan 1 by 2 into sine inverse of 2 tan alpha divided by 1 plus tan alpha whole squared is tan squared alpha plus, again y is tan beta, which is cos inverse of 1 minus tan squared beta, correct, divided by 1 plus tan squared beta. So, therefore, I can have here which implies tan 1 by 2 into sine inverse of 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan squared theta, which is sine 2 theta. Therefore, I can write it as sine inverse of, here in terms of alpha, sine 2 alpha. Correct? Is that right? Sine 2 theta, sine 2 alpha plus cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan squared theta by 1 plus tan squared theta in terms of beta. So, cos inverse of cos 2 beta. Correct? What happens here? You are going to have sine inverse, sine will go. What you are guessing is right. Sine inverse, sine will go. You are going to remain with 2 alpha plus, you are going to remain with cos inverse, cos will go 2 beta. Okay. Now, let me take 2 common. If you take 2 common, what happens here? Dear students, it will be tan 1 by 2 into 2. That is alpha plus beta. Correct now? Now, 2 will go. You are going to remain with tan of alpha plus beta. Now, what is alpha plus beta? What is alpha? Alpha is tan inverse x, correct na? And beta is tan inverse y. So therefore substituting tan inverse x plus beta is tan inverse y. You know, dear students, what is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? We have done this property, correct na? That is tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y. This is a property. Tan inverse will go. You are going to remain with what? X plus y divided by 1 minus x into y. This is a value. Any doubt in this? You can have. This is starting. To avoid the steps I have done like this, you can substitute here only and then take that problem, go according to the steps. Understood? This is a main formula I have substituted there, and this you know already, the property. Got? So we'll be moving on to the next. Find the value of x of the following. So x of the following means you can observe, dear students, here it is in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to pi by 4. You know already formula, I am going to write it here. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y, right? So therefore accordingly you are going to have it as tan inverse x, which is nothing but x value is x minus 1 divided by x minus 2, and y value is x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Therefore by taking accordingly you are going to have it as tan inverse of x plus y, that is x plus y, right? This whole term is x, this whole term is y, divided by 1 minus x into y, x plus 1 divided by x plus 2, which is nothing but y, correct? Is equal to pi by 4. Understood? Now this tan, I am going to bring it to that side. What it will become? Tan inverse, if I am going to shift it to right hand side or left hand side of the equal, it will become trigonometry. Inverse trigonometry will become trigonometry. Therefore writing this here as it is, taking the LCM. What is the LCM? X minus 1 into x plus 2. So you can multiply x into x is x squared, correct now? X into plus 2 is plus 2x. Similarly, minus 1 into x is minus x. Minus 1 into plus 2 is minus 2. Correct? Similarly, this one. You are going to have is x into x is plus x squared. X into minus 2x is minus 2x. Again, plus 1 into x is x. Plus 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Divided by, you are going to have x minus 1 into x minus 2 is the LCM. As it is, I am writing whole over, you are going to have it as again LCM, same, x minus 2 into x plus 2. What is a minus b into a plus b? A minus b into a plus b is a squared minus b squared. A is nothing but x here, b is nothing but 2 here. So therefore you can write it as x minus 2 into x plus 2 is a squared, that is x squared minus 2 squared minus b squared minus again this one a minus b into a plus b. Be careful, minus sign is there. I am going to open the bracket and then I am going to write it in the form of a squared minus b squared, which is x squared minus 1 squared. Correct na? Whole over x minus 2 into x plus 2. Correct? So here plus, right? Sorry, plus 2. So therefore which will be is equal to, now I am going to bring this tan inverse to this side. It will become tan pi by 4, right? So therefore you are going to have x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2 will go. You are going to remain with what? You can observe, dear students, here. What is that? See here. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. I am going to simplify the numerator. Correct? Here you can have plus 2x minus 2x will go. Minus x plus x will go. Correct na? So minus 2 is minus 4. So minus 4 divided by, what is the denominator? I am going to write it. X squared minus 2 squared is 4. X squared minus 2 squared is 4, minus into plus is minus, so minus x squared, minus into minus is plus, 1 squared is 1, is equal to what is tan pi by 4? 1. So tan pi by 4 value is 1. So I am going to write that one. Here you can have in the denominator also x squared and x squared will go. So therefore you are going to remain with 2x squared minus 4 divided by minus 4 plus 1. What is minus 4 plus 1? It is minus 3 is equal to 1. Correct? So therefore 2x squared minus 4 is equal to minus 3 into 1 is shift to the right hand side, minus 3. Correct? So therefore what you are going to have? You are going to have it as 2x squared is equal to, bring minus 4 to that side, it will become plus 4. Minus 3 plus 4. Minus 3 plus 4 is nothing but plus 1. Therefore you are going to have 2x squared is equal to plus 1. What is x squared? X squared is nothing but 1 by 2. Now what is x? Square root of that. X will be is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 by root 2. Root 1 is what? 1 only. Divided by root 2. So x is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2 is your value of x. Understood? Be careful, here I have used tan inverse x. This is a whole term x. This is a whole term y. Okay? According to the formula. And then simplification. Bring tan inverse to that side. It is tan pi by 4, which is 1. Are you getting this? Any doubt do you have? Okay. We'll move on to the next question. What is that? Find the value of each of the following. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. This was asked for 2 marker. So here I am going to write it. What is 2 pi by 3? 2 pi by 3. What is pi by 3? 60 degree. Correct now? So you can have, ma'am, cancel sine inverse. 2 pi by 3. No. You have to check it. What is 2 pi by 3 value? 2 pi by 3, which is nothing but 2 into 60 degree, which is nothing but 120 degree. Is 120 degrees within the principal value branch of the sine inverse? What is the principal value branch of the sine inverse? Principal value range of sine inverse is nothing but closed interval minus pi by 2, comma pi by 2. Correct? So this is your principal value range of the sine inverse. Is 120 degrees within this? No. Minus 90 to 90. So therefore you cannot cancel here and then write it as 2 pi by 3 is the answer. 2 pi by 3 cannot be the answer because 2 pi by 3 is 120 degree. 120 degree is not within the range of the sine inverse. Ma'am, how to solve this one? Let me solve accordingly here. See, sine inverse of, I'm going to write for your to make it as easier, sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3 is 120 degree. Correct na? As I have written there. 120 degree can be written as what? 120 degree is sine of 180 minus theta. Can I write it as? What is sine of 180 minus theta? 180 minus theta, which falls in which quadrant? In the multiples of 180, sine will be sine only. Correct na? In the multiple of 90, sine will become cos. So therefore I am going to write it accordingly. Sine inverse of this can be written as sine of 180 minus 60. Correct na? What is 180 minus 60? 180 minus 60 is nothing but you are going to have it as 180 minus 60. 120. Right? So therefore sine of 180 minus theta. Here I am going to write it as sine of 180 minus theta is nothing but sine theta. It falls in the which quadrant? Second quadrant. Therefore, you are going to have it as sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta. So, sine inverse of sine 60 degree. Correct? So, what is sine inverse of? Now, it will go 60 degrees within where? Within the principal value range, therefore, which will be is equal to 60 degree. Write it in the radian or 60 degree can be written as pi by 3. Correct now? So, pi by 3 which belongs to, you must write this one, which belongs to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. That's it. This was asked for a 2 marker in your final examination. Be careful. You can cancel it, but sine inverse sine will go, but 120 degree does not in the range or does not belongs to the range of sine inverse, so that we are bringing to the form of the simplest, and then we are writing 60 degree which belong in the range of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Understood? Please, you are going to follow the steps properly in the final examination. It will be very helpful for you if you follow the steps. Don't leave any steps there, which is especially the 2 marker and then 3 marker. Got it? So thank you, dear students. The next session will be moving on to what? The problems, or the whichever you are having the doubts, the examination problems will be moving. Otherwise, you can move through the videos which and all I have done. This completes your inverse trigonometric functions. Thank you, dear students.